one of the great venues in college football. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
And this was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message.
And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Stewart. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Toss to the outside. Stumbled to the ground.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they complete the pass, but they lose yardage, and this defense comes up with a turnover on downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wants to throw. It's Leon. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
4th down coming up.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk!
Touchdown, Kansas.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Baker. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a compliment.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming, lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Release to the back. He's got him this time. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
For the offense. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown! This defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Leon. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
21, Kansas, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On second down, just keeps firing. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's caught downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
They get the go route outside, and the quarterback was just licking his chops. He looked outside. He saw press man-to-man coverage, and he knew he had to win. If he could just be accurate with the throw, that was going to be an explosive play. You just could not draw that up any better.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. They move the tight end all over. He's looking to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Marshall. Floating away. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the red zone, looking for a man. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. He wants to throw. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Moves away as he feels pressure. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process.
Looking for a huge play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas, 21.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll let it go down the right side. Picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He fires to the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Turns it on at midfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 42, Kansas 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
LSU lining up first and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, it's Leon. They're trying to get to him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
21.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy complete. Get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's got his man. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
Kansas, 28.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Leon. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, LSU! And the punishment has been extended. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
56, Kansas, 28.
Fair catch, called for and made. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Wants to fire on second down. It's caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put in that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he intercepts it.
Intercepted by Kansas. And they'll take over. First and
The
10.
offense starts with a short field.
42 Spider.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.